This video is the route to the front doors of Ulta Beauty 1647 at River Landing, Miami, Florida. Here's our front doors, and I'm going to take you on the route to the dock. If we come around the corner, we have a bank of elevators. This elevator right here is a service elevator. It's just a typical size elevator. We can get 4-foot pallets on it. However, when I get to the dock, I will show you why it's going to be impossible to use the elevators to get products up to these front doors. So anyhow, we go on around here. We're on the 4th level of River Landing parking garage. We have bollards that prohibit vehicles from coming onto the elevator mezzanine. These 2 bollards here in the center are 42 inches wide. One over here in the corner is 48. You need a 2-inch clearance. So either you're going to need to stack pallets for this one no larger than 42-inch wide, no longer than 40, or no wider than 46 inches wide. The products need to be stacked straight up from the pallet, nothing hanging over, because if it's hanging over, the pallets will not go through. We're coming out to the parking garage. I'll show you the back doors. These are doors to the rear access service doors to Ulta Beauty. And the gray doors are the doors to the stock room. So we can unload. It's probably going to be easier to unload merchandise from the parking garage and through the rear doors. However, if we keep our pallets narrow, we can go through the front doors, going past the bollards at the elevator mezzanine. So now I'm going to be walking down through the parking garage, down the ramps. We've got 4 ramps coming up, 3 ramps going down. The very best time to unload products, as we have store fixtures during construction, is 3:30 in the morning. There's no traffic on the ramps, and there's no traffic on River Drive. Once it reaches 6 o'clock a.m., the traffic starts picking up very heavy on River Drive, and it's going to be very unsafe to forklift the products out on River Drive, out of the dock, and into the parking garage to go up to the 4th level. I don't want to put anybody to sleep during this video. It's going to be pretty long. But I promised Lisa that I would give her this video so that she could see what we're going to be facing during the unload of products. This ramp is the last one that's going to take us out on the road. We have a height restriction of 7 foot to get beyond the parking garage ramps. Again, with the bollards up at the elevator mezzanine, we need to keep the pallets 42 inches wide or less to go through the center, 46 inches wide to go through the edge. This is River Landing now. We're out on the highway. This road gets very busy. Again, like I say, it's 6 o'clock. I'm going to just show you the road. I'm going to hop back over on the sidewalk, showing the road until I get to the dock. But before I go on turn, I'm going to show you the parking garage entrance at the bright lights. The River Landings has a main entry to all the shops here off of North River Drive, and it's got ramps that'll take us up to the 1st floor level. However, those ramps are only 3 foot wide, and it's got several turns, so it's going to be impossible to try to use the ramps to get products up the ramps to the elevator, up to the 4th floor and to the front doors of Ulta Beauty. We're coming up to the dock entrance, which goes underground. The dock is where the truck needs to come in for us to offload the pallets of products. We can stage them off the truck and let the truck go ahead and move out, because the dock is busy during the day and the truck needs to pull out as soon as we get the products off. The dock opens up at 3:30 in the morning and it closes at 7 p.m. As we come up to the dock area, There are docks and there are ramp levelers. However, we can't take the pallets off the trucks onto the dock, and I'll show you why. This ramp right here is the most narrow portion, is 36 inches. So the pallets would need to be 34 inches to get them through there without any issues. But here's the docks and the ramp levelers. We have a lift that, of course, we could pull off the truck and get the products up on the lift to take us up to the next garage level. However, I'll show you the obstruction that we're going to have. It's virtually impossible to get a loaded pallet up that small ramp onto the platform. And then of course we have stairs. It's going to work. Again, we have a ramp that's 48 inches wide. We turn the corner, but once we turn the corner, it drops down to 42 inches wide. So again, if the pallets could be stacked on, or could be 42 inches wide, we could unload off the dock and going up the ramps and then up the elevators. So anyhow, then we come through here, get up to the upper level of the parking garage. Headed to the elevators. We've got 2 service elevators that we could get the products on. Right now, I don't push the landlord to put the elevators on individual, but we can on the day of merchandising have the elevators set to individual where we can operate the elevators and keep the elevators working for us only. Then we can go up to the 4th floor. And we're back up at the Ulta Beauty 4th floor. And we'll go around to the front entrance. It's going to take some time. However, like I say, if we can keep the pallets packed on no wider than 42-inch pallets, should be able to get the pallets off the truck, onto the dock, up the ramps, through the parking garage, to the elevators, up the elevators, and then to the front doors of Ulta and unload the store from the front. If we wind up having to forklift the pallets up the ramps of the parking garage into the back, then the pallets need to be no wider than 46 inches wide and need to keep them no taller than 5 feet in order to drive the pallets up on the forklift up the ramps so that you'll have a visual over the pallets. If the pallets are over 5 feet, safe-wise, you need to back the pallets up the ramps, which is going to slow things down, and it's going to take a chance on spilling the pallets, because if you're going backwards, you have nothing to support the front of the pallets and they could fall off the forks. I think our best bet, at all possible, is to keep the pallets short and narrow. Five Below, which I had the camera on it, is right next door to us. They typically unload their merchandise at the docks onto the dock floor where the trucks come in, not on the actual dock. Then they break all their pallets down and put them on rolling carts, and they roll them up the elevators into their back door. I was here when they was just first opened. They tried to get the pallets up, but it was too complicated. So they broke down and started breaking the merchandise downstairs, put them on carts, and then rolling them up through the elevator. And they do that 3 times a week. So anyhow, that's the route. I hope this helps give you some kind of an idea. And we hope everything works out great and fast. But it is going to take some time. It's going to be slow. I think the stores are normally given 45 minutes to offload a truck and unload it into the store. We're talking pretty lengthy time. If we forklift them up the ramps, it's taken an hour and 30 minutes to get 12 pallets up. Typically, Ulta has maybe 27 pallets on their first truck. So you're looking at 3 hours of forklifting them up. And it's probably going to be 3 to 4 hours of getting them up the ramps, the elevators, and into the front door. So anyhow, I hope this helps. If you have any questions, just give me a call. Thanks. Bye.